Hi and welcome. Today we're going to review this XA miner. We'll look at where you can buy this miner, the underlying costs and rebates, the earnings potential, and some positives and negatives I've found with this miner. Let's get started. If you enjoy this content, please hit that like button. It really does help the channel. Thanks. All right, as always, I will link all the websites that we visit today in the description down below so you can visit them at your leisure. We'll start off with the XA miner website. This is where I purchased my XA miner. I did purchase this 64 terabyte edition, currently priced at $3,495. That is the price I paid when I ordered mine back in December of 2021. It is currently out of stock. This was out of stock when I tried to order it back in December. I had to wait about a month until I was notified via email that it was back in stock for me. This miner does include a 42.5% rebate. And you can see the rebate schedule here. It's paid over the first year, assuming your unit is online for over 95% of the time. Okay, this next link here, we're not going to go over in detail, but this is the white paper for ScPrime. Okay, next we'll go over ScPrime, the cryptocurrency that is distributed via the XA miner. ScPrime is currently ranked number 752 by CoinMarketCap. It has a fully diluted market cap of just over $23 million today. It's currently trading at a price of just under 56 cents per coin. Look here, the coin price over the last year, it did have quite the run up here at the beginning of 2022 and has since fallen back down. And then some high level of what ScPrime is. ScPrime is a cryptocurrency project targeting public cloud services with a blockchain-based ecosystem to pay individuals to store data around the globe using smart contracts and cryptographic proofs to ensure accuracy, security, and redundancy. ScPrime is a layer 1 blockchain based on proof of work ASIC mining and state channel smart contract scripts tying storage providers together. The network is based on an original SIA renter host protocol and uses 256-bit encryption and eraser codes to create a highly durable, secure public distributed cloud service. Anyone can participate as a storage node and be paid in the utility coin known as SCP. Open source software allows users to build generic configurations, while commercial implementations like the XA miner, which we're reviewing today, deliver a plug-and-play experience. So you can buy the XA miner as a plug and play, or there's also an option if you're technologically adept, you could build your own data storage device. All right, I do want to review at a high level some of these common data storage measurements, megabytes, gigabytes, terabytes, and petabytes. Essentially, there's just over 1,000 megabytes in a gigabyte, just over 1,000 gigabytes in a terabyte, and just over 1,000 terabytes in a petabyte. We'll review petabytes, terabytes, and gigabytes throughout the video today, so I wanted to make sure people understood what each of those terms means in terms of data storage. All right, the following website can be used to estimate your potential earnings for your XA miner. I've been inputted here by total storage on my device, which is 64 terabytes. If we were to use all the available storage on the device at 5 SCP per terabyte per month, based on current incentives here in April of 2022, you'd earn 6,400 SCP a month. And at a price of 55 cents per SCP currently, you're looking at potential earnings of over $3,500 a month. Now you can see here the incentives are projected to go down over time, and I think it's unlikely that we'll be using all the storage space on our devices. It's much more reasonable to assume that we're going to have much lower storage usage, at least initially, until we see more widespread use of these products. If you look here, this is a summary of current storage devices online. Right now there's just over 4,000 of these devices active, 77 passive, 209 offline. We have total capacity of 62.7 petabytes, and we're using 941 terabytes. So currently, on that usage percentage, about a 1.5% utilization of available storage on the network currently. But you can see some of these miners here, they are using These miners that have been online since mid 2021 are using a good percentage of their capacity, many of them using several terabytes of data being stored on their machines. And finally, we'll go over my device. There were some hardware issues with my device. I received it in early January, and I was having issues with the device constantly going on and offline. So I contacted ScPrime team, and they told me there was a hardware issue with some of the early devices that they shipped in late December and early January. So they actually sent me out a brand new one last week. So my miner essentially has just gone back online last week on April 4th. So it reset my data storage, and they repaid me my rebates. So I actually received additional rebates due to the hassle of having to switch out the units. So right now in rebates, I've received 719 SCP worth approximately $411. If we go to the stats, we've used capacity of 13.5 gigabytes of the total capacity of 63.1 terabytes. Miner is currently online with uptime of over the 95% minimum threshold per 30 days. So I'm receiving full incentive rates currently. So you can see here, current month, my incentives are negligible at this point at 0.05 SCP. I think that's worth about 2 to 3 cents, but I do anticipate that'll increase dramatically as we increase the usage capacity on our device, because our storage price per SCP per terabyte per month is 7.2 SCP, and then collateral of 7.2, download bandwidth of 1.8 per terabyte. All right, finally, I want to review some of the positives and negatives I've found with the XA miner. We'll start off with the positives. They are truly plug-and-play devices. There is a potential for very high earnings with these devices if they utilize a large percentage of the storage capacity on the device. There are high rebates of currently 42.5% on the 64 terabyte version that help to offset some of the higher initial costs of purchasing these devices. If you're technologically savvy, you can build your own device, which is, I think, pretty cool for some people. And from what I've found, there is a very supportive and communicative team involved. I've received several emails laying out their plans, as well as when I had hardware issues. They were very supportive. There's also a large Discord group where people can discuss issues that they're having and try to resolve them in a timely manner. Then next, we'll talk about some of the negatives I've found. This project still is very early. The ScPrime has only been trading for just over a year, so I think there's still a lot of uncertainty with both this project as well as with the overall crypto market at the moment. With the large rollout, there has been some hardware issues. The team has been very quick to try to remediate any issues that people have had. And then finally, the big negative I've found is competition. They're competing with some of the biggest tech companies in the world that are providing centralized data storage solutions, the biggest ones being Amazon, Apple, and Google. We know these companies aren't going to go down lightly, but the thought of a decentralized data storage, I think, has its potential here, and that's why I bought into this project, and I'm bullish on it long term. All right, well, there you have it. Despite some of the negatives we addressed, I think the XA miner does have a lot of potential. I think it's a good plug-and-play miner for someone new to cryptocurrency investing and mining. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them in the comment section below. Until next time, bye.